Today we're going to talk about the key elements of geometry, which are points, lines, and planes. First thing that we're going to talk about is defining what a point and a line and a plane are. A point is a location. It has neither shape nor size. The way that we show a point is by a capital letter like A. A line is made up of two or more points, and it has no thickness or width. The minimum number of points that you can use to make up a line is two. So there's exactly one line through any 2 points, but it's not restricted to 2 points. A line actually consists of an infinite number of points. The way that we name a line is by using only two letters that signify the point on the line. So in this case, to the right here, we have a point P, and we also have a point Q. So the name of that line would be line PQ. In our way of doing things on the computer, we can't put the little line above the two letters. So if you want to just type in PQ, I will know what you mean. You'll also notice that here on the end, there is a script, a lowercase script m. That is another way of naming a line with just one letter rather than with 2 points. The order of the 2 points really doesn't matter. So this could be line PQ, or it could also be line QP. The last thing we're going to talk about the definition of is a plane. A plane is a flat surface that's made up of at least 3 points that extends infinitely in all directions. The 3 points cannot be collinear, or in other words, they cannot be all in a straight line. Otherwise, they would be forming a line rather than a plane. And a line has no thickness or width. But if you have 3 points that are not in a straight line, there's one plane, exactly one plane, that goes through those 3 points. We show a plane by either naming three of those points, in this case, C, B, and D. So we could name that as plane BCD, plane CDB, or plane DCB. In other words, it doesn't matter what order those points are, as long as you have 3 points. Or the other way of naming a plane is by the capital script K that's over there. The difference between the capital K and the single letter for the line is that the line has a lowercase script m. It doesn't have to be m, but it has to be a lowercase script number versus the plane with an uppercase script letter. Take a minute and write these definitions down in your notebook. The next set of definitions that we have are collinear and coplanar. And both of those are pretty straightforward. Collinear, if you look, collinear has the word line in it. So that's a clue that collinear points are points that lie on the same line. And coplanar points are points that lie on the same plane. Once again, hit pause and then copy these down and then start your video again up once you've done that. All right, our first example says, name a line that contains the point K. Well, the point K is right here. All right, so the first obvious line that we can see is the line that starts with that point K. And remember that lines only have 2 points in them. So that would be 2 capital letters. So we could say this could be K to L or L to K, or we could say K to J, here to here, or J to K. Now remember, those are the names of the line that contain the points that are on the line. There's also, remember, this lowercase script letter A. So this could also be, this line could also be named line A. The point M that we see out here, that is not on the line. That's not to say that we could not draw a line from M to any of those points up on the line that's already drawn, but there is not a line drawn at this point. It is, however, on the same plane as all the other points. So it's coplanar with the other points. It's just not collinear with any of those points because there's not a line drawn through it, although we could if we needed to. Our next example also actually asks us to name the plane that contains the point L. Well, here's the point L right here. And if we think about it, and if you remember back to the definition, a plane contains 3 points in it that are not collinear. Well, when we look, we have J and we have K. Those are 2 points. And then we need to choose point M, because if we chose point L, that would be collinear. So we have to choose point M. So we have plane J, K, M. Or we could scramble those letters around, and those letters could be rearranged in any way that we wanted to arrange them. We also notice that we have this uppercase script B. So this could also be plane B. Here it asks us to name the geometric shape that's modeled by a 10 by 12 patio. So is this shape a point, a line, or a plane? Well, it's pretty obvious to see that it actually is a plane because it has a length and a width. The next example says, name the geometric shape that's modeled by a coin on a table, remember the coin on a table signifies a location, which would be the point. This last example that we have asks us to how many planes are shown in the figure. Well, when we look here, we can see this the shaded plane is one plane. It would be plane S. Okay. The other plane is different than that, in that if you notice these lines down here from B to D, that right there is actually dotted. That means that it is hidden and is behind plane S, also right here. So that means that A, B, and D, this line A, B, and D actually goes through the plane, and AC also goes through the plane S. All right, so if we have, so this point A is actually above the plane, and plane D is below the plane S. So that forms an entirely separate plane that we can show by picking these 3 points, A, B, and C. And then we also have plane script S. Okay, so there are 2 planes that are shown in this figure.